Hello growers. I just had a really fantastic question come in that I wanted to hop on and just chat a little bit about. And that was, why do my peppers and tomato plants just basically stop growing? They just never get bigger, they never produce. This would be called stunting in their growth. And it is something that can happen very easily when you're growing indoors for a long period of time, especially for like us Canadian growers. If you really are trying to get a jump on the season growing indoors, you really have to level up your game. There's a lot of factors. We have to basically make the outside world happen indoors, so we need to accommodate sun, wind, temperatures, moisture levels. We need to keep bugs at bay, and we also need to make sure that they have the right amount of food. So when a plant stunts, that is some sort of stress response, and it can be a few different things. My thoughts are usually that it goes to maybe it was stayed or stuck in the same pot for too long. It didn't get transplanted up into a bigger pot. Or potentially food, so it didn't have the necessary nutrients that it needed to grow any bigger. But it also could be things like the grow lights are not as intense as they need to be, or perhaps if you did transplant them recently into bigger pots, maybe there was just too much stress involved in that. Maybe you waited too long to make the transplant, and so then shock occurred. This can happen whether you're transplanting inside or even when you transplant outside, if the plants are in too small of a pot for an extended period of time before you're able to get them in the ground outside. So timing things also becomes a factor. And so as you can see, unfortunately, there is really no one solid answer. It's something you would have to kind of reflect back on in your growing processes, start to narrow down what might have taken place. Garden journal is going to help out a lot. So when you have those things happen, make a note, try and reflect what might have taken place, and you may be able to trace back to the specific issue, or also just reach out to someone who can maybe help you answer those questions or help give you the questions so that you can help trace it back. I'd love to know more about what is coming up in your growing space, where you find your challenges. Drop them in the comments and I'd love to answer them on here.